Hey y'all, hey, it's your girl Nina Sharae. Now here's part 3 on my Step Out of Faith anniversary. So let's get right on to it. So I went home to go tell my mama that I got this newfound vision, but I didn't tell her exactly. I just went home and told her that I was moving to Tampa. My sister came to the kitchen talking about she getting ready to move to Ohio. So then my mama broke down crying, talking about my baby's leaving me. And I was like, girl, calm all that down, girl. Like, it's gonna be a process. Now, I did tell some of my business associates and regular associates as friends, I thought they was my friends, about me getting ready to move to Tampa. And this is the reason why that you do not tell people your dreams and visions unless you are short and stern on your plans. Now, you know the rumors had to start with some of the business associates that I was with in my MLM company asking did I had a sugar daddy, how I'm moving, I ain't got no job. Do I got a job lined up down there? Like, am I moving with somebody? Like, it was just a whole bunch of rumors that was going around. And I was like, no, God got me. He told me to move. I'm going to move. So now the leasing office calling me, my girl, she been following up with me for the last 3 months. And I told her I was coming down Memorial Day weekend. And that, just keep holding on. Like, I'll be there. So then I booked my ticket and I just wanted to vibe out for Tampa. And I get there and it was everything that I thought, not even flying into Tampa, you probably don't know. But when you fly into Tampa, you go over the bay. I didn't know that when I looked at the pictures. I just saw that she contacted me back and the apartment looked good from the pictures, but I didn't really research the neighborhood. When she called me and say, she been looking for me, I was already sold. I just want to go check out the neighborhood in case it was in the hood. And I was like, no, I'm not doing that. So then once I touched down and got my rental car, I was like, God, please let my house be on the water. I don't know where I'm at. So I'm driving and I'm seeing peaks of water in between the houses, y'all. Why my apartment was on the water? So when I pulled up to the leasing office, right, she was so surprised that I was there because she was just like, everybody that she's been calling and following up with, they always said they're going to come, they never came. So I came and I was like, girl, yeah, I'm a woman of my word. If I'm going to say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do something. If I can't make it, I'm going to let you know I can't make it. So we got in the golf cart and we just touring the property. I fell in love with the pier that was on the deck because there was flying fishes. It was like 2 pools. It had like a little lake in the middle. It was super gorgeous. So she showed me a little studio. The studio was big. It was like 700 square footage. And I was like, okay, this is good for my first apartment on my own. So I was like, it's just me just coming down here. So this would be perfect for me being in Tampa by myself. So we called a vibe, whatever like that. Girl, why she end up inviting me to the cookout? And she was this color. And she invited me over to the cookout, but she liked the brothers, baby. When I came to her house, she had some fine men up there. Baby, the men was fine. And then we end up going to the beach. I end up getting drunk because I didn't know the salt water and the humidity, girl, was going to draw all that moisture out of me. Baby, I was drunk off a hard spritzer. And I was like, oh my God, I'm in Clearwater Beach. I don't even know how I'm going to get back to this girl house. Now, this is how I knew that my alignment was real. Because I was telling a friend, and I knew he was from New York. And so he always talk about New York. So when I told him about my vision of me moving to Tampa, he was like, shut up, you ain't moving to Tampa. That's where I live at now. I said, wait a minute, I thought you lived in New York. And he was like, nah, I live in Tampa. My wife and my kids down there in Tampa. He's like, Tampa is super chill. You will love it. He was like, I'm going to hook you up with my homegirl. She's a truck driver as well. And she needs some friends. So I'm like, okay, cool. Hook me up with her. Oh, girl, like my vibe, whatever like that. She was like, you know what? You cool. You can you can stay with me while you check out the scene. We could go out and I'm going to show you around. And I didn't have to pay for nothing but a rental car. Like, we went out. I did my thing. She did her thing. And it was perfectly, like, done. So that's how I knew that God was like, okay, this is for real. Move your ass to Tampa. Once I got back on the plane to come back to Chicago, I was sold. I was sold with the vision. I was okay, God. I don't know when I'm going to move, but my leasing agent, she was telling me that she was going to look out for me to see the rates was going to be cheaper. So she was going to keep it. I think the studio apartment was going for like $800 some that time. And I was just like, that's not in my budget. I was going to keep looking. But she's like, the prices change. I didn't know nothing about the rent down here. But she's like, the market changed all the time. So she's like, I'm going to keep an eye on for you. Don't worry. And she did. So this is going to be part 4 to my story. Y'all stay tuned. All right.